Evening all. Just adjust myself, in a manner of speaking. Happy Sunday evening. Welcome back to my, whatever it is you're welcome back to. Down boy. I've really got to stop using this so that I can see myself in the camera. It makes me very self-conscious. Music. Let's put another live album on. And I'm taking a chance and going back in time to one that I skipped earlier because YouTube music policy said I couldn't play it. But I've done a couple of tests and seems to be okay. So let's give it a go. This is for all you metalheads that have been asking for Iron Maiden or Kiss or whatever. Let's go back to 1972 and one of the daddies of them all. That's the trouble with vinyl, isn't it? Hitting the sweet spot. Smoking my Polinsky, and in it I have some Dunhill Vanilla Cavendish. I've been smoking quite heavily today. And snuffing too. Trying to perk myself up. Let's cut to the chase. Deep Purple, made in Japan, 1972. As I say, it told me on YouTube music policies I couldn't play this. So if you're watching this, you can. I would have liked to have played side 2. One of my favourite Deep Purple tracks, of course, Smoke on the Water. And it's got a great version on side 2 of this. Sadly, it's followed by an extremely long drum solo. Rock music wouldn't be anywhere without the drums, but as a solo instrument, it's a time to sort of go out to the toilet and relieve yourself, isn't it? That's why it's quite ring delicate. But no matter how great the drummer is, I'm not a big fan of the drum solo. Incredible to think this is 1972, it's fantastic stuff. Although don't get me wrong, I don't think Deep Purple were a patch on Led Zeppelin. I can't play Led Zeppelin. That is an absolute no-no. Those that are asked, am I going to play any Led Zepp? I've tried it. You cannot do it. Worldwide copyright ban. It's a no-no. So we've done the pipe, the tobacco, the beer is of course Aber Ale. The boy is down there having a sniff, and here he comes. Wouldn't be a Beerbeard video without the old Zigmeister. Thanks all for your suggestions about what to do with your cigar butts. I had already, you know, clued into the sticking the butt into a pipe and smoking it. And I have an excellent pipe just for the purpose. This is the very first pipe I smoked when I first tried pipe smoking 4 years ago and didn't have much success with it. This one, the very first I bought. It's a Missouri Meerschaum Mizzou. Very, very small, narrow bowl. So it's very easy to tuck a cigar butt in there and puff away on it, and that's what I've been doing. I had a cigar earlier on. As I say, I've been hitting the old nicotine pretty hard. Past week or so, the old black dog of depression has kicked in big time. And so, yeah, I've been taking solace in beer and nicotine. Self-medicated, if you will. But earlier on, just before I started shooting this, I smoked one of my cigars from Tim. Smoked another Cuban cigar, Trinidad Reyes, I don't know how you pronounce it. Most enjoyable. So now I'm toning down a bit with a bit of an aromatic pipe tobacco. Cheers! Happy Sunday! Hope those of you that watched the royal wedding yesterday, which I didn't, being a lifelong committed Republican, but I don't wish them any ill, then they've done me any harm. So, long life and happiness to them, for all I care. I'm not going to waste my life in sort of hate, you know, what's the point? Cheers, happy Sunday. Won't be long now. Oh, Zig appreciated that. I thought I'd touch on tonight with obviously we all share an interest in the pipe, the tobacco, the cigars, and a couple of weeks back I touched on incense, and it turned out that an awful lot of you share an interest in incense too. So I thought I'd touch on something else that I wondered whether we all share an interest in and get recommendations from you. And as the video title might give the clue, is spicing up your food. I'm talking condiments here, not necessarily adding stuff when you're cooking, but stuff you might put on your food after. I'm a big fan of the old chilli sauce. But that said, I don't like this stuff, ridiculously strong stuff that is just painful. I like stuff that adds heat, that chilli warmth, but also adds flavour. I don't want to, you know, sweat buckets and be in pain. I just like, you know, if it can cross that barrier, if it can do the warmth and the flavour, it's number one for me. And that said, I mean, my favourite, I could drink buckets of this stuff. It's not a tremendously hot, but it does that thing of the right heat and the right taste. It is, of course, Tabasco. But as you can see, here in the UK, we can only buy it in these stupid little bottles that last no time at all, so you have to eke it out, and it's quite expensive. You can buy bigger bottles online, but it's still very, very pricey. But for me, that adds it's just got the right balance of chili heat and flavour that really perks up your food. Lovely on tomatoes. I love it on tomatoes. But can't buy a lot of it, as I say, because of the price. So my next go-to, this is very cheap. This is a Caribbean, West Indian hot sauce. And this, you can pick this up about 50-60 pence a bottle in my local supermarket. And it's not a bad substitute for the Tabasco. And you can get some other Caribbean sauces. The Encona brand are quite good too. But I just wondered if anybody else had any sort of favourites amongst the old spicy sauce set. Something that's not too overpowering, but piquant, as you might say. Now, I've mentioned before that a good friend of mine, one of my oldest friends, Philip, is half Ghanaian. And he goes back to Ghana several times a year to stay with his dad. And when he comes back, he always brings me a jar of their big speciality. Now, this particular brand, I can't even... But the sauce in general goes by the... You've knocked the camera. Bugger off. I do apologise for that. If you were to read it in English, it would sound like shitto. But Philip assures me it's not pronounced shitto, it's pronounced shito. So the emphasis is very much on the second syllable, shito. And it's made with chilies, of course, and vegetables, and it's got shrimp in there too. The first one he brought me back was the hottest variety, and I couldn't eat it. Really couldn't. Really was overwhelming. Part of the problem being that, unlike Tabasco and the other chili sauce I showed you, which are vinegar based, the shito is oil based. And so that chili has infused into the oil, and when you eat it, it coats your mouth, and no amount of drinking will get rid of it, because the oil has absolutely done you in. So now he buys me the mild one, which is still very, very hot. But it's lovely stuff. Isn't it, boy? Yes. Just recently, my daughter, who went to Japan a year or year and a half ago, and she's so sold on Japan, she wants to go back. I've talked about this before. But she went with her best friend, who goes there many times a year. He is hugely into Japanese culture. And she got him to bring me back this. So you've got a shaker top on it. And this was something I was totally unaware of before. This Japanese 7 spice mixture, which apparently they've been making for hundreds of years, and is hugely popular. You'll find it on the table in every Japanese restaurant. They particularly like it on noodles and rice. And it's got like ground cayenne pepper. It's got a Japanese pepper as well. It's got ground dried orange peel, black sesame seeds, white sesame seeds, hemp seed and ginger. I haven't tried it on anything yet, But I bought myself a packet of chicken wings for tonight because I love chicken wings. And I'm going to roast them up in a moment after I've done this. And sprinkle some of that on. Because it sounds lovely and aromatic. So, what's other people's views on condiments? Doesn't have to be necessarily hot, just any condiment at all. Are you interested to hear it? As I said, how do you spice up your life or your food? I wonder what it is that attracts us to the spices, really. That's for another video, I think. Mellow. Cheers. So at that, I'll love you and leave you. And go off and stick my chicken wings in the oven. It amuses me because the chicken wings we get in the UK are about half the size of the ones you seem to get in the States. Now, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But you ever watch that programme, Man vs Food, where he always seems to end up with challenges involving chicken wings, spicy chicken wings, and they're like the chicken legs that we get here. I don't know what you're giving your chickens, but I hope it's good for you. Anyway, that's it for another one. As I say, sorry I've been away so long, but it's not been a good week. But we all have our cross to bear, don't we? Happy Sunday evening all. Hope you've had a great weekend and you're looking forward to the week ahead. You and your loved ones, take care, and I wish you all the best. Ta-da.